Hi, this is Michael Uslan. You're listening to Batman on Film.
I'm vengeance.
I have given a name to my pain.
The Batman.
Always waiting for some Batman to save you.
It's simple. We kill the Bat of Gotham. I'm Batman.
Hey now, welcome to episode number 51 of the Batman on Film Social Hour. 51. I am the founder of Batman on Film, Jett, Ramey, and with me is senior BOF contributor, back again, Ryan Lauer.
Yeah.
How you doing, Ryan?
Yeah, doing good, Bill. Always got to start with weather, as you know, and it's melting up here.
Oh.
Last time we talked, it was right after the fallout of our winter storms
Yeah.
we both had.
Check this out. Now you get me going. Okay. Do I need to do a 51 for a Cowboy? Let me think. Ken Norton
Yeah.
Jr.,
There you go.
linebacker, 88 to 93 on 2 Super Bowl championship teams, 92 and 93. Okay. And now he's a coach in the NFL. His dad was heavyweight boxing champion at one time. Ken Norton Sr.
Yeah,
Back in the 70s. Okay. So we had that big ass winter storm last week. That was Wednesday night and then all day Thursday, right? So a week ago. And it has gotten, since then, that we have had high temperatures in the high 60s and even like 70. I still have about a 12-foot square, roundish ice block of ice. This must be a damn iceberg or something sitting in my driveway. It still has not melted yet. I got it this morning. Some bitch is still there.
wow, it's defiant.
It is, and I refuse to. I refuse. I'm in a stalemate with this
Stick
bastard.
it out.
I'm gonna see how long he lasts.
Gonna stalemate this bastard.
Yeah, it may be here when you show up in 3 weeks. That
I
be
hope so.
something.
Gotta save the iceberg.
Yeah.
Let's get that hashtag going. Save the iceberg.
So it's nuts to me. Okay. Well, what else? So the snow's melting up there. Is what you're telling me?
It's melting up here now. It's warm 30s to where I don't know. It's Hey,
Okay.
it's just kind of like, it looks just like really gloomy and crappy out. This is
Okay.
kind of like typical. Now this is typical Indiana this time of year.
Yeah.
It's just like bleh.
This is the thing is at night it's still getting into the low 30s, but it's warming up to the afternoons are nice, 65, 66, 70. But this damn iceberg is still sitting there.
I just don't want
in
a
my
really
driveway.
wide range. So like, I'm looking at your Dallas area temps next week. High 79, low 43. I just want to know, do I pack jeans or shorts? I don't want to have to pack both for the watch party, I'm just hoping that gap's a little bit closer.
I think first weekend of March I think jeans will be fine.
All right.
You won't be hot. And if it's cool, it'll be coolish in the evening. I mean, it could be a 30. I don't know. It depends. Depends on, what kind of mood the weather's in. And if if that iceberg is still in my driveway when y'all show up in 3 weeks,
Take pictures with it.
I'm going to put that. I mean, that's got to be some kind of record.
Try and scoop it and, I don't know, put it in a container and put it in your freezer. I don't
Save
know.
it. Yeah. I'm going to have to save it. It has some magical powers.
You could call the iceberg Dick Shoes because it overstays its welcome.
Should stay there. If we could call this, this would be the iceberg lounge for the night on the 4th.
Ooh, there you go.
Okay. All right.
Now it's got to stick around.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
On, sorry.
Okay. No. I like some weather. Okay. So we're talking here. It is the 10th day of the second month, February 2022. And tickets for the Batman go on sale at 11 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Pacific, and then, of course, 12 noon Eastern time. I thought I did not know that time specifically, so I got up like at 5 o'clock this morning to buy tickets and couldn't buy them. And then I did a little research and found out those times. So if you're listening, I will have this podcast up before they go on sale. So there's your heads up. Ryan, how many screenings are you going to buy for? 27 screens?
Ooh, I wish. I'll keep it modest. Okay. I won't get flashy with all my Batman.
So you're
tickets,
going to the IMAX fan screening, which we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about that in a second.
And then Thursday evening, me and other BOF Ryan Haas are going to have ourselves a little movie date down there in Texas. So it'll be our first 3 weeks from this moment. I'll be on a plane down to Texas, and that night, we're gonna go to the theater and see it. So then come BOF watch party, it'll end up being my third viewing, while it's Peter Vera's first.
How tempted are you going to be to take in a matinee Friday, like 11 a.m., 12 o'clock?
Very.
What is the odds? What are the odds of you doing that? 50-50?
I don't know.
Better
maybe
than that.
50-50. Only because I know that I've got plans that evening, and then during the day, it'll be the open time to explore the area.
Okay.
So I might really, that's where I might buckle down and not see it during the day Friday and go and do something in the area.
Well, you're going to be near some good areas.
Yeah.
The shops at Legacy area in Plano, and then you can go just couple miles up the North Dallas Tollway to Frisco, and you go to the Star in Frisco. That's a nice area. I know that's where the Cowboys headquarters is. Not just that; it's a whole entertainment district as well. There's restaurants, bars, and shops, and all kind of stuff.
I think Haas is going to he'll be down to go wherever. I think Pete wants to go on the move Friday during the day and check out some stuff. So I think odds are that I will not see it Friday during the day, which that's okay. That's why it's very important for me to see it Thursday evening.
I'm going to a press screening, I believe, on the 22nd of February. It could be the 21st, somewhere right around then. I looked into going to the IMAX screening, but I said, well, my son Mike is coming in Wednesday, and I said, okay, I'll just wait for him and we'll go. And according to the Fandango, there's a theater just down the road from me. It's called Cut by Cinemark. It's nice. It's one of those, it's got the food and drinks, and they bring it to you type, place.
The dine-ins.
Yeah. And so we're going to go. It says 6:30 on Wednesday. That would be the 2nd.
Yeah. I'll
see if that pans out. If not, I'll go like maybe take in a matinee. I'll go sometime on Thursday. So I'll see it twice before we go to the watch party on Saturday. So
and then, since this is the first solo Batman movie where you have all the free time in the world, how much are you going to see it after the watch party?
Oh, I'll see it. I will see it probably at least 3 or 4 more times before it's on HBO Max.
What's the most you've seen a Batman movie in theaters?
In theaters?
Yeah.
Probably Batman 89.
How many do you think that was?
Golly. I just graduated college in 89, and I wasn't starting. I got my first coaching job, and I wasn't starting work until like the end of July. So I was off that whole summer. No school.
What are you
anymore.
supposed to do? Go watch Batman.
It was the first. It was the first summer that I didn't go. I wasn't in college. I went straight every freaking semester. Fall, spring, and then I went both summer sessions. And I had a lot of time on my hands, and I went and saw Batman. I mean, it was just different. There wasn't as many things to entertain you in 1989. You know what I mean? At home.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think I had the original 8-bit Nintendo NES back then, and you know, you would have big ass VHS tapes.
Yeah.
But there wasn't streaming.
But in '89, there wasn't really many VHS tapes.
No, not tremendous amount.
What do you think? Double digits then?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple digits?
I have seen Batman '89 triple digits. I've seen that. I've seen that movie more than any Batman film.
I've seen it more than any other movie because it's always been there.
Yes.
And so as a kid, you just rewind, play.
I would I was in my 20s and single, and I would go out and come home at 2:30 in the morning and put in Batman '89.
But of course,
and pass
that's the perfect
out.
way to go to bed.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I did that.
But in the theater, do you think high teens or were you 20s? Do you think low teens?
I may
rough estimate.
High teens, low 20s.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
my 6 for Dark Knight Rises is not very impressive then.
it was just, I had nothing to do, you know, it was just wait, you know. And so I just go down. I think I even went when it made it to the dollar showing, dollar theater show, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Those.
Oh yeah.
You know, that it was like when it's, of course, back then it took, I mean, the gap between home video and the being in the theater was much longer.
Big. Yeah.
Well, like '89 came out like in November or something, right before for the holidays that year in '89. So that was half a year, basically, you know.
Yeah.
But it'd be at that dollar theater, and I think I even made some of those, man, for Batman '89.
I think if I was alive at the time, I would have too.
Yeah.
I'd have been broke because I had just gone to the theater.
It just reminds me of how, you know, and that there were a lot of people, even into, you know, July. You go to a screening, there was still a lot of people going to see that movie.
Yeah.
You know, after it came out, when it was '89, like the 16th of June, something like that, I think.
23rd,
yeah. Okay, it was a little bit later. So yeah. All right.
So there's a substitute instead of the weather tangent. Let's talk about summer '89.
I could have a whole show on how many times I've watched Batman movies and where, and that may be a show. Let me write that down. That can be a good show. Once the Batman comes and gone, we'll have something. We have to have something to talk about. All right, so tickets are on sale. Back to the IMAX event.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch sold out like damn near instantly, according to the trades, specifically Deadline. I
wonder how they figure that, because mine right now is probably 80-85%.
I looked,
but there still are seats
at several. Yes. I guess the caveat to say it's like probably 99% sold out.
Yeah.
And
I know it's just my theater.
The only I know there's some screenings are completely I saw. Like the ones that I was going to go to, the IMAX down in Plano at Stonebriar Mall. There's one over in Denton as well, not far from UNT where my son goes to college. They have some seats, but it's that front row, dude.
God, that'd be awful.
I mean, it's damn near impossible to watch an IMAX film in that front up in the front, first couple of rows.
I've never had to do that close for IMAX. I've had to do second row for a theater twice, and it was.
I mean, with that IMAX,
never.
I mean, you got to be freaking horizontal, damn near. You know.
I don't know how you could even see the whole picture, even if you turned your head.
It's like being at a planetarium.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
no.
I think, but regardless, and I was really surprised because, you know, there's a boycott against this film.
Yeah.
And really, you know, and not much interest in the Batman, apparently.
No.
So that's kind of surprising.
Even with all of that shenanigans that most people with lives and jobs don't even know is happening.
Exactly.
It makes me really giddy when an article like that comes out, though, about the screenings and the sellout.
Oh, I'm not gonna bullshit
Batman,
you. Yeah, I got
Batman up that high.
When I wrote the article on Batman on Film about how quick the IMAX basically sold out, I loved writing that article. It was fun.
I appreciate that you were brave enough to admit that you were not an associate producer.
I'm not.
Batman.
I'm not good.
So.
Hey, look, I don't put myself on that level, sir.
But like in seriousness, I am really glad because I didn't feel like this was going to be a bad experience or anything. But it does make me happy to see that article be written of tickets on sale February 10th. Oh, hey, how about 2 days before IMAX early screening, and then 99% of those tickets sell out. And then it just gets me even more giddy of after today they get numbers, that gap that they had estimated 135 to 185 opening, they're going to be able to narrow that more after these pre-sale tickets, which I feel like it's just going to be good news. Well, so that just gets me giddy and makes me really happy because it's Batman.
I wouldn't say it's ballsy of Warner Brothers to have this screening. It kind of is, but it does. I will say it speaks to their confidence in this movie. They know they got something special here. You putting this film out, what, 4 days? Damn near a week almost. Okay. What, 4 days before Tuesday? It's Tuesday, then the Friday. I mean, yeah. So early in the week. Okay. Yeah. Before the screening, before it comes out, starting Thursday, and 2 or 3 days of people. There ain't no NDA for all these fans going to see it. And so that reaction is going to be all over the internet. Reaction is going to be, and it will filter into non-fan mediums that only fans would be aware of,
So that's their idea, their plan behind this.
Sure.
Is to get that going.
Well, let's say, these 95% plus of the people who are going are Batman fans, comic book movie fans, comic book fans.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Joe Blow accountant who works 5 days a week, likes Batman movies, but isn't a diehard.
He'll be going that weekend.
He'll go the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
so
yeah. Well, I know that I have not seen this totally confirmed, but I've seen it around that the premiere is March 1st.
I believe so. From what I was told.
Therefore it was this fan screening is people going to that will be seeing it at the same time people at the premiere. And I believe March 2nd is when countries out. I thought we'd seen it before in the UK. I think they were getting it March 2nd. Maybe some other countries March 2nd. And so I'm glad that there's an opportunity for us here that there's a chance for you to be one of the first so you don't get spoiled either.
Yeah.
I would hate for anything to come out that would spoil anything.
I would say if you're waiting till the weekend and you are trying to stay spoiler free, don't be going to social media probably the beginning of the week,
Yeah.
And I think here pretty soon we're going to start seeing some of the first reviews, because I believe they've had the junket. It must have been, I believe it was small. I don't know how, and I know that with the junket comes a screening. And this is probably with some of the bigger outlets, your trades and
that's what I was going to say.
Magazines and so forth.
Who don't know, the junket is what you've explained on the BOF
press
Chronicles
junket,
of press junket people. So they've got their reviews probably written, ready to go.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I bet the the embargo is lifted at least a week, if not 10 days before the film comes out.
A week would line up if you're going to your screening and you don't have an embargo.
Yes.
So.
Yep. So I'm thinking that's the way it's going to be. So
I was
heads up.
So this guy, I say this guy, from Fandango, Eric Davis.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've come across him. Yeah,
I know Eric.
He's he's been kind of teasing that today, February 10th, fun stuff is coming.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that would be too early to start dropping reviews or anything like that? I mean, this would be just under 3 weeks from release, and you get 18 days from the early screenings.
You get some reviews out that are positive.
Yeah.
The day people are buying tickets early, that would only help.
Yeah.
Man, the reviews are really good. Let's go get some early tickets. I'm just saying.
There's Super Bowl spot this weekend, which we're putting money down, not on the Super Bowl, but on is there going to be the Batman spot at the Super Bowl? That's got to be tickets now on sale. Like that's got to be the angle of a.
I think there's a chance, and I haven't did the investigating. We could find out because there's a list of who bought ads for the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl is actually played.
Okay.
And hell, they even start putting the ads out online before the game.
I know, I hated that.
Yeah.
I hate when they started doing that.
So I bet there's a way to find out, see if Warner Brothers bought ad time.
I hope they did.
Yeah. I can't imagine why you wouldn't.
This movie was $100 million.
Yeah.
That saved them on a big, they got some space in that wallet.
Sure.
So
Sure.
anyways.
All right. So things looking good box office wise for the Batman. Real quick, let's just hit on this. Pattinson did a big GQ feature, did video and a print article. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
We don't have to go into any specific details. We spent whole shows on previous magazine articles about the Batman, but I watched
the entire video.
I did.
He was going through all this stuff because it was easy to listen to him.
Yeah. I wrote when I posted my article on, I did a recap. I had the video and then I took some blurbs from the GQ article, and I wrote on social media, if you're a Batman fan and you're not proud this dude is playing Batman, bless your heart.
What are you doing?
Really? I mean, this guy, I don't know if I've seen a Batman actor this passionate about playing Batman and knowing so much about Batman. What was your takeaway from the video and the GQ article? Anything stood out that you want to just paraphrase and mention, or?
Oh crap! I didn't go back and look at it.
Okay, that's fine.
The whole thing I liked, and actually what stood out to me a little bit was in that the first world that he talked about was being in Harry Potter, and he had a thing about making an entrance jumping out of a tree, and then he did that for the following movie of the Twilight, and actually hearing him talk about with Twilight and stuff, and it was fun to just listen to him about that. But then if for some reason I can picture the video of what all he was saying in there when it came to Batman, but I mean he said the same thing he said before of even my agent was kind of like, okay, really, this is all right, this is what you're interested in. Like there's some hesitation, which is I don't know. I think all of it just goes to show you that there isn't a formula, because if there was a formula, everybody'd be getting their hands on the formula. Like tell me in 2012 after Dark Knight Rises that Robert Pattinson would be in the next solo Batman movie, and I'd have backhanded you. Yeah, right. I don't think so. Yeah. Sure, Jan. There you go.
Yeah.
So I can't think of specifics right off the top of my head of stuff other than it was good. The blurbs that you put on from the GQ mag. I mean, and this is not saying that any other actor that played Bruce Wayne didn't put a lot of thought into it or anything like that.
No.
It's just Pattinson does use, he uses specifics to show of his fandom for the character. Whereas maybe because we know that Bale I know he had The Long Halloween. It was said maybe he had Year One, like in his trailer during the movies and stuff. And I think he would, and he would maybe say like source material or something like that. Whereas Pattinson gets more specific, where us as, nerds are kind of like, oh my God, he said that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking
I
about
like the fact that, and when you watch him in that video talking about the other Batman films, you can see he was excited about all those films, and he praises the actors, Bale and all of them. And
here's the thing, he corrected because somebody had said about nipples on the suit in Batman and Robin. He said, well, I think there were nipples on the suit in Batman Forever.
Yeah.
It's like everybody overlooks that. This
And
guy,
they do.
He knows the bat suits.
It's
And
true.
I said that last week with you on here. I loved that quote in the Total Film magazine. Or was it Total Film or Empire? No, maybe it was Total Film, where he said that there are some that get shit on, but there isn't a bad one they accomplished or whatever, and he likes them all. Because I fit into that camp.
Yeah, because you get, if look, you may not like it, a Batman movie, that's cool, and you be a Batman fan, or whatever. But as I said before, I can go back with all the Batman movies for the most part, and I can say, okay, this is this era of Batman. This is where it draws from. Forever, for example, is very 1940s Batman. Batman and Robin, of course, is 60s, and it's also 50s stuff as well.
50s.
Yeah, the 50s and 60s from 89. It harkens back to 1939, the original incarnation of Batman. So, and he gets that. I also liked him talking about how he got his voice in shape to do the Batman voice.
Yeah.
And then they stopped filming. He had to go back in to do voiceover, ADR, and he had to work back into getting the Batman voice again.
Yeah.
And
he say he lost it a little bit or something even.
Yeah. So, I mean, and when you watch him, he's a great interview to watch, especially to watch. He's very animated and he laughs, and he seems like a joyous person who likes what he's doing and likes everything about everything that comes with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm impressed, so if you're still, sitting there banging your head against the wall saying, why did they cast the sparkly vampire from Twilight as Batman? Bless your heart.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Bless your heart. Do you think that they're going to do the talk show routes?
I would imagine that should be kicking in pretty soon then, right?
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering who all they would have doing that.
I remember for Batman Begins, like Katie Holmes was like the only one that did.
She's the only one.
Yeah. She talked about War of the Worlds the whole time.
But she wasn't even in.
Yeah.
Tells you about what was going on.
Yeah. Oops.
But I'm curious if it's like, I wonder, since, it's a whole new era now of especially on these talk shows, they're doing Zoom. They do Zoom calls too. So that makes it easier. But I'm curious if they'll do Pattinson, Kravitz.
I mean, I know Zoe Kravitz does a lot of talk shows. Like, I mean, I've even seen her on Ellen, and I know I've seen Colin Farrell on Ellen. That's daytime. And I know
Colin Farrell's always a great interview.
Yeah.
He's been on Jimmy Kimmel before a few times too. And he's a great interview.
Because I don't know, because I didn't follow Twilight or any, I can't see Pattinson doing a press tour on late night TV for the stuff he did after Twilight. You know what I mean? Because they were just different types of films. So I don't know if he ever did anything like that for when he was promoting Twilight, but it'd be interesting. I'd like, if he went on late night stuff, it would be cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And I'm really curious if Matt Reeves would go on one or not.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen him on a talk show before.
Maybe not.
Doesn't mean I'm saying he hasn't.
Yeah.
I just can't think of, and I check up on that stuff pretty frequent, so I don't remember. Granted, this has been his only movie in 5 years.
Yeah.
But still.
So if you have not checked out the video with Pattinson, I recommend it. And I'll add with Ryan, watch the whole thing. Watch him talk about Good Time and Harry Potter and Twilight and Batman.
I haven't seen Twilight, and I watched him talk about Twilight, and it was really entertaining.
He was very entertaining. And read the article. It's good stuff. All right. So you reviewed the animated Catwoman Hunted. You can see the written reviews on Batman on Film. Give a quick recap, just so people who are watching.
It's fun. It starts off, I think the beginning is extremely promising, because I think that the beginning is great and perfect Catwoman story beginning. It does go someplace that takes me out of it a little bit.
Okay.
But then it brings it back around in a good way and ends strongly. The anime, which was what I think that was like the headline when this movie was announced, that it was going to be done in anime style. It does not go as hard as like Batman Ninja did.
Okay, because I'll be honest, that's when I saw that. I had heard that a solo Catwoman animated movie was coming. I was excited, and then when I saw it was going to be anime, I was kind of because I'm not an anime guy. But you said, then I read your review, and you said wasn't that jarring,
I mean, you can look at the characters. I mean, you can look at images, and you can definitely see like, oh, this is anime, but it does not go as hard in that direction. So for me, I think that's a strength, only because it's not my thing, but I know there's massive amounts of fans that love anime. So I hope that they still like it too. Despite all that, the characterization of Catwoman is spot on. Voiced by Elizabeth Gillies, who I'm not familiar with her work, but I think she has, how Catwoman can speak in that like golden age Hollywood actress dialect of they just really kind of can hang on to
like
some
Anne
enunciations.
Hathaway in Dark Knight Rises did a good job of that.
And you can find there's just like that's a part of Catwoman, the best versions. And I said in my review, it seemed very much like the Arkham City game Catwoman.
Okay.
I think in costume, I think in the way in the game when you can play Catwoman, like you can feel like you're playing as her when you're watching the movie, the way that she sounds.
Okay.
That's your main character of the movie, then you're in good hands. Because there's a little bit of that too of I like this iteration. Wherever the story goes, okay, the story's not my thing, but look at the character in this story. Like awesome. So yeah, the movie it's fun. It's not like one that's going to be replay a ton, I don't think either, but it is not. I don't really have negatives to say about it either. It was fun. It was enjoyable.
Black Mask is the villain.
Sure.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
There are nods to things from Batman and DC in there that I don't want to say. That none of it is, oh, we just took this and just put it in a movie to try and copy it. No, it's an influence.
Okay.
You can hear him mention something like a
I gotta ask.
Or setting or something.
Batman mentioned.
I think he was mentioned. It said executive producer on there, Michael Uslan. I was going to ask you, what all does that include with him, especially with a Catwoman movie?
I think Batman characters are all under the umbrella of that.
Okay, got it. Then that definitely fits.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. All right, so check
for a new Batman animated movie. You will be disappointed in Catwoman Hunted. So there you go.
Okay.
If you're strictly looking for Batman.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good point. Watch it for Catwoman.
Watch it for Catwoman. I think you'll at least like Catwoman. And
Okay.
she's the star of the movie. No doubt about it. It's about her.
Cool. All right. All right. So the Batman on Film watch party. We got to talk about that real quick. I got some specific info on that. Again, it is in Plano, Texas. Plano is a suburb north of Dallas. It is not far from downtown Dallas, like 20 miles. And it is going to be at the actual screening. Because now we know we see times and so forth. So if you're listening in Plano and Tenny, it is at the Cinemark West Plano and XD. Okay, there are two Cinemarks in Plano. This is the Cinema West Plano and XD, and we're going to watch because we're gonna watch the 4 p.m. standard screening, if that makes sense, or showing. There are other formats of film that you can see there. But it's the standard. Now, if you're going to do one of the other ones, there are other screenings around 4 o'clock, and that's perfectly fine. We don't all have to be in the same specific location in the theater, the same screen. But that time, that's the one, the 4 p.m. standard is the one that me and Team BOF will be in. Also, the pre-party starts around noon. That is at the Parkway Tavern. It's like literally on the other side of the highway, the North Dallas Tollway. I mean, it's stone's throw. And the cool thing is, Ryan, I bought a roll of raffle tickets.
Yeah.
So for those who show up, you get a raffle ticket, and I'm going to raffle off. So far, I have 3 12 by 18 of the red Batman in the Rain posters.
Ooh, yeah.
I have 24 by 36. What is it? The Unmask the Truth Batman, the dark Batman, this cow with the question mark, very subtle in his eye.
Yeah.
And I have one of those to give away. You and I combined have 4 Hot Wheels Batmobiles that we'll give away. You won't win 4. You'll get somebody will win one. We'll have 4 people to win one. What else? I got 12 watch party T-shirts that I'll raffle off. So instead of doing, I think it's more fair. Instead of doing it first come first serve, we'll raffle it off. Okay. So, and there may be some other stuff that shows up.
Maybe a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. Who knows?
Okay. What the hell?
Why not?
Why not? Look, I ordered so much shit pre-ordered stuff that it's not going to shock me if I order doubles of something. And if something shows up I already have, like if another Funko Pop comes in that I've already bought and I forgot and bought it again, I'll bring it. I did that with the 3 Jokers Batman. McFarlane.
Yeah.
It came. I was like, oh hell yeah! And about 2 days later, another one came, and I went, what the hell?
Ah, shit.
And I must have got that second one after a couple.
Got a little trigger happy down there.
Couple more lights. So anyway, yeah.
And I think Pete's even he's specifically gonna make a trip to Target.
Okay.
For to add something into the mix here too. So, yeah.
Maybe I'll go pick up one of those Spin Master Batmobiles and throw into the mix.
Well, that'd be something.
Yeah, that thing is awesome.
He's convinced me.
Have you seen? Speaking of that, there's a review of it, a video review by Pete of the Spin Master Batmobile.
This guy is on a roll with reviews outside the box on the Batman. Batmobile, calzone.
Let's see if I can you can see it. If you look there. Okay, I
took it out of the box.
I took it out of the box, man.
You first put it up there. It was in the packaging, and then you.
The only things if you look, I'm showing right now. I'll give you play-by-play. I am showing Ryan the Batman corner, so you can see Batman in the Rain poster. You can see the Unmask the Truth poster. At the top is the three McFarlanes, Catwoman, Batman, and the Riddler. I cannot bring myself to take the McFarlanes out of the box. None of them.
Are you gonna have room up there for Oswald?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. And I've got several Funko Pops that are out. So yeah. Anyway, back to the watch party. So that's the pre-party is at Parkway Tavern starting around 12. And then after, we're gonna have a debrief, sir. We're gonna have a debrief session. That will be at Scruffy Duffy's. That's over in the Shops at Legacy area. And it is, I don't know, 2 miles from the theater. So, and that'll probably be starting, let's see, 3-hour movie, between 7 and 7:30. We'll meet up at Scruffy Duffy's and we'll debrief. And
I looked that up online. That looks really cool. Even better is that it's within walking distance back to my hotel, which I may need after this Batman day.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very exciting. Very cool.
So everything is on Batman on Film. I even updated the BOF page for the watch party. It's like right now it's the first thing you see on Batman on Film. And look, I got maps on there. I've got links to all of the different places we're going. So if you want to check it out, go to Batman on Film, find the watch party page. Everything is there. Everything is there for you. You can make your plans and hope you show up. It's going to be fun.
This is probably your biggest BOF event
ever,
far, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I just doing some figuring just on numbers. I mean, this could be 50, 60 people show up for this Joker. No pun intended. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. So I guess anything else? I mean, look, we've talked this thing to death. It's basic. Is it basically here? I mean,
basically, I don't know. Okay, actually, I think we talked about this last week.
Okay.
I said that a way to keep. So I've been trying to think. Marketing to keep the Batman part of the discussion.
Yeah.
Right. So 2 weeks ago, they teased about we're going to release Giacchino's Batman theme. The next week, they were like the Riddler's theme. Okay, this week is about the IMAX screening tickets, and the tickets are still going to be coming. So then what's maybe next week, or maybe what's going to just surprise drop on us? Water Tower Records, they teased that we know what the next track from the Batman we're going to release, and it was a gif of like Selena shots.
Oh, okay.
And they did that yesterday. Then Giacchino retweeted it, and he said like soon, and did like a finger pointing down. So keep on the lookout for that. We might be getting.
That's what we
Selena
said. Yeah, we mentioned Selena specifically. Yeah,
we did. So I hope.
You know what that was? They were listening to us.
Of course.
It's the power of Batman on Film, sir.
Yeah, big fan. Water Tower Records. Just so you know. So keep your eye out on that. What else could be coming? I don't know.
Super Bowl spot Sunday.
Super Bowl spot, definitely. Hopefully.
Like I don't need it, but I want it to be shown so the masses can see it. You know what I mean?
I want a lot of people to see this and then be like, "Wait, what?
Yeah.
Whoa!"
Yeah.
Or just because. I mean, I'm sure many people who listen to this, they're considered like the Batman person of their circles. So definitely with me and friends and family, they know my obsession with Batman. So if there's something Batman, I usually, it's a conversation starter for sure of like, hey, saw a thing about that Batman movie or whatever.
Did I tell you like this is just purely nothing like concrete information, but so I go to my barber last week, and I have a female barber, and she knows I'm a Batman fan because I've wore Batman shirts, to get my hair cut before, but she does not. I'd mentioned Batman on Film before, but it's not her jam. So she doesn't really get that I run a Batman website. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me, it's just like oh yeah, Bill he's one of my clients. He likes Batman, it's that. So she's cutting my hair and she's like, so when does the Batman come out? Do you know about that? I'm like, do I know about that? And she goes, it looks really good. I want to go see that, I think. I said, have you seen the full trailer? She said, I have not. I just seen the TV spots. Okay. So they're working.
Yeah, so it's
working. So I said, I said, hold my beer. I got my phone out. Literally hold my beer because they have beer at this barbershop. And
Holy shit.
and I get my phone and I show her the Batcat trailer. And she's like, man, wow. So, I mean, people it kind of tells me that if it's hitting people like her, it's that they're seeing it and they're thinking, oh, this looks good. I want to see it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's also, I can't believe that's Robert Pattinson, you know?
Yeah.
Then other people have as well. So
it's funny. Two things. If you're going to show somebody something, isn't it funny? It's the Batcat trailer.
Yeah.
That's the thing to show. And then also, because I've been there before, so she asks you, do you know this? Have you seen a spot about the Batman or whatever? That you have to try and be like, I don't need to be an asshole here and act like, oh, I know, blah blah blah. But yes, I have seen it. I am aware. I could have played that
approach. Do you know who in the hell I am?
Yeah, because then, that doesn't reflect well. So the right approach.
I got a kick out of the fact that she brought it up, and was genuinely excited about what she had seen on the TV spot.
Yeah,
you know.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah,
I love it too. Like, the doors are open on Batman fandom. Join us. One of us.
Yeah.
Come on, join us. I saw when you put the camera over on your shelf.
Yeah.
You have your review on the Batman prequel book.
Mm-hmm.
You have it written on the website.
Yeah.
But really quick here, what did you think?
Oh, I liked it. Yeah, I thought what you said last week on the social hour was spot on. Mm-hmm. I thought you and Micah, you can plug that in just a second. What y'all said was spot on. I could tell it's written for someone younger than me, but it never annoyed me at all.
Yeah.
It's not annoying or anything like that. And I thought the backstory, I like it a lot because to me, it's part of this whole world building that Reeves is doing with this Bat universe. Okay. Yes, we have the movie. We have 2 TV series on HBO Max coming up soon, but this is another medium. We have a book that's part of this universe that helps build it as well.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm not going to mention any of the details. I thought it was cool that Bruce Wayne is a freaking car enthusiast and a gearhead, you know? I like and I don't think you'll have to see the movie. I don't think you have to read this to understand, because I think it's going to be dealt with in the film, I would imagine. But you get the tie-in the connection between Bruce Wayne and Edward Nashton. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yep.
You get a little hint of Alfred's place in this world with Bruce at this point, you know? Mm-hmm. So big thumbs up. And the very ending gave me chills.
Did it not feel to you, and I don't remember if I told you this last week or not, that as soon as you read those last words on the book, that you could hit press play on the movie?
Yes.
And it would just seamlessly right into the movie. It feels. Haven't seen the movie, I don't know, but it feels that way.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It'll be fun to read. I will read it again after I see the movie, just to make those connections, because it all has to be connected, Bill. And
yes, it does.
And I think that'll just kind of be fun too.
Yeah, it was.
I think Pete called me and he asked me about it, and the conversation I had with Micah about it, and Pete said he wanted to listen to it. I said, well, don't listen to it until you read the book, because we spoil it. Though nothing is huge or anything. I said, but also read it before you listen. And then because Pete's kind of on blackout mode, I don't know if he'll read it before he sees the movie, which will also be interesting, because then we can't ask him after he sees it and then reads it I don't
think anything that I just said, and because I had it in my review, is spoilerish. You know, there's a lot more detail, more detail. Just real quick, so you can plug it. Talk about the video review that you and Micah did. Micah Ramey.
But Micah Ramey, part of Team BOF, he has his own channel, Colin A Broadcasting, and he was kind enough to ask me to come on to talk before the Batman the prequel novel. So that's on his Colin A Broadcasting YouTube channel, but it is also on BOF proper, where I mean, we aimed for 30 minutes. We ended up going 40, 45 minutes because it's Batman and I can't shut up. But we talked about the book and raised some good points about it. And yeah, it was a good discussion. It's worth listening to if you have the time. Put it on while you're doing something.
Yeah.
You don't need to sit and look at my face for 45 minutes.
It was, it's good. Very good. And you made a point. Yeah. If you watch it, and you all did make the point. Okay. At this point, we've talked about the preliminary stuff. Now we're going to get into details. So if you don't want to know anything, you don't want the book spoiled, shut her off right now. So yeah. There is a warning. Yeah. If you're
the fact that the book, the book is not going to take up your entire day, it's only $10 as well. That I think that is a great appetizer for anybody waiting for the movie to come in 3 weeks.
It came in Monday. Remember I was bitching last week that the damn freaking winter storm messed up my delivery, and I was worried about the damn iceberg in my driveway. It may still be keeping people from delivering shit. See that iceberg up there and say, hell no, I'm not going near that thing.
I'm not doing that.
See what happened to the Titanic? No way.
He can wait.
Yeah.
This Ramey guy can wait.
But it showed up Monday, and I got in bed, and instead of watching Netflix, Rachel was watching some, I don't know, Real Housewives of wherever.
Yeah.
Real Housewives of Gotham.
I watched that.
Yeah. That one you would watch, huh?
Yeah, I'd watch that one. Any others?
Who would be in it? Selena, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn.
Okay, that right there, though. I mean, why wouldn't you watch it?
Yeah.
So you bring them from the villainous side, maybe Vicky Vale.
Okay.
Silver
St. Cloud. Yeah. How about
that's a good show you got right there.
Who else?
I know we've got one more loving Julie Madison. There we go.
Julie Madison. Yeah. That'd be great.
That could be a decent show. I'd watch that one. That's how you bring us all together.
Someone is going to steal that idea. That should be an episode of Harley Quinn. They do a parody of that.
They could do a really good job with that. Well, we know that Water is listening.
This is our idea.
All right.
We've already got yes, they're listening. And now I'll probably have HBO Max, Warner Brothers Animation people. Don't steal, if you steal our idea, give me and Ryan credit, please.
Just a shout out. That works for me. Or listen to the Batman Book Club. that's all I care about. Sure. Yeah. I don't need money or anything.
So we can get out of here because I could ramble on. So I'm in bed instead of put on Netflix. I just said, okay, watch what you want, Rachel. And I read at least a third of that book in one, I don't know, less than an hour, Yeah. And then the next day I picked it up and read the rest. So I was done really quickly. I like it. Read it.
Yeah. Yep.
Be part of the Batman world building.
You said because shipping also, that my storm messed up my shipping, that my package arrived in the city and then all of a sudden it ended up in Wisconsin.
Yeah. So did it make its way back
it made its way, and to which finally this week I got the Funko. The Batman Funko and then the Batman Funko keychain. And then also this week, my fiance, since we've dated since 2011, each Batman movie, she gets me something Batman from that movie. Yeah. So in Dark Knight Rises Day, she got me the Bane action figure. For Batman vs Superman, she got me the wall sign of Affleck's Batman, which is pretty awesome. And she got me this time around the Batman Jada Batmobile. Yeah.
Where's she
now in Target?
They are.
Yeah. And I was at Target yesterday and I saw
Okay.
There's like 4 or 5 of them. So
I got to get a hold of one of them.
announcer Rachel, here comes some more.
I got to get a hold of them. I got that. I did order that. What is it that, I got some stuff coming. I think I've got all the Funko Pops that you can get right now.
Oh boy.
I've even got, I've got Batman without the Bruce Wayne Batman without the mask. I've got 3 different versions of Batman. There's this one, him just in a fighting stance, and then there's the one where you got the grappling stuff starting to shoot out of his thing. I got him in the Batmobile. I got Selena on the bike. I got regular Selena. I think is there one without her? Is there a Funko Pop with her without the mask?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen one.
I haven't either. So I have them, and then I've got some other McFarlane's coming. I've still have Penguin coming. I've got
oh man,
Bruce Wayne without the mask coming. I got the Bat bike coming at some point. I got really have no business going into Target, but I'm going anyway.
I get what you. What are you supposed to do?
I have no business going to Target, but I'm going anyway.
This is Christmas for us.
And there ain't no way in hell I'm not gonna buy something.
Yeah.
And then I'll get the business. When did you get? Yeah. She'll come and look in the office. I see this. She comes home and she does this. Look around. Mm-hmm. So when did you get this? And my line is, I ordered that a long time ago. It just now came in.
We talked about it at dinner the day I ordered.
And she goes, "Sure, Jan." Yeah.
Sure, Jan.
All right. Plug whatever you would like, Brian.
Okay. Well, let's plug first off BOF on BOF proper, the Catwoman Hunted review. Like I told Bill, it's spoiler free. Gives you a good sense of what you can expect with the movie, but I refrained from spoilers. Also on BOF is the Before the Batman book discussion with Micah Ramey. That's on there. Last week, or was it the week before on BOF, I'd done a favorite Batman movie posters article, which is fun to research all that and look at all of those, as well as the most recent Batman issue review. I have that up on BOF proper. And then you can also follow my podcast, The Batman Book Club, wherever you get podcasts. You can also follow on Twitter at The Batman BC. Latest episode just dropped today, talking Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, Last Night on Earth. So yeah, you can listen to that.
Oh, I'll be interested. I'll be interested in hearing y'all's take. Who was with you?
Eric Carter.
Okay.
He has a Batman podcast, and included in this episode is a first. It's never happened.
Okay.
It took 92 episodes for this to happen on the Batman Book Club. That's all I'll say. And I'll tell you after we get done recording.
Okay, let me ask.
It was a good conversation with Eric. I like talking with Eric.
Did you reviewed that for Batman on Film, didn't you?
I reviewed 2/3 of it.
That's okay. That was my question, because I think both of us were on the same page with that, weren't we?
Yep.
Okay.
So there you go.
Well, interesting that you discussed it on the show when you only got 2/3 through it.
Yep. I did a reread.
Okay.
In a collected edition.
Okay.
Which helped.
Okay. ...
Okay.
So you listen to the podcast if you want to know more about that, which I'm going to do. And, and we're going to do The Imposter at some point, right?
Yeah. You don't know this yet, but I'm aiming for that for next month.
Okay.
Gee, why next month?
I don't know. Is it because the Batman's coming?
The Batman is coming. Yeah.
All right. And we're going to do a show. We're going to do the next to last show of the Batman Chronicles. The next to last show Chronicles. For now. Okay.
Yeah,
for now.
BOF Chronicles. So where you're listening to this, stay tuned, because that'll be coming up really soon.
That will be, and it's going to be on the Justice League era.
That's right. There's a lot to say on that one, huh?
And again, yes, there is. And I will just say, if you didn't listen to the Batman versus Superman episode of the Batman BOF Chronicles, you should. It surprised a lot of people. I got a lot of positive feedback from that one.
I did too.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. All these shows, this one, the Batman Book Club, all of this, they're all part of the Batman Podcast Network, hosted by Batman on Film. Yes, there is a BatmanPodcastNetwork.com URL. The website is not live at the moment, but regardless, it would always direct you back to Batman on Film. So go to Batman on Film, find podcasts, do the little pull down menu. You'll see the Batman Podcast Network link there. Check out all those shows and follow me on Twitter at Batman on Film. It's the same thing on Instagram. And, there's a Batman on Film Facebook page. You can find that through Batman on Film. Want Batman on Film merchandise, t-shirts, tpublic.com/Batman on Film. And then we also have patreon.com/Batman on Film. That's all I got. Check out the information for the Batman on Film watch party. And so for Ryan, I am Bill. Announcer Rachel will finish out the credits, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Batman on Film Social Hour, Jett's official BOF podcast and vlog. Follow Jett on Twitter at Batman on Film. For BOF news only on Twitter, follow at the Batman on Film. For Jett and everyone at BOF, I'm Announcer Rachel. Authoritative, definitive, the original Batman on Film.